morning, English 7-8. I am coming to you on Friday, what is today's date? November 6th. Okay. So, just so you know, I have emailed you guys a couple of different things. I just want to make sure you guys are getting it. What I really want you guys to know for right this second is that, so a great policy change. I found out that it was okay to do this. So I sent everybody an email, including your parents, but I want you to be aware. Okay? So the first thing is that I am going to accept late work. Okay? So November 10th is the last day of this grading cycle. Okay? So that's next Tuesday. So I will accept late work anything up to November 10th. Okay, so anything that you have late, even if it's from September, but you got to get it in by November 10th. Okay, so that I can get that in. Okay, now the other thing is that this is what I got permission to do, was to take all of the zeros that you have, okay, and give you partial credit for it. So instead of exempting you from it, saying you don't have to do it, what I've done is I've given you half of the points. Now, why did I do that if you didn't do the work? Because you're still going to get a 50%. And a 50% is still failing. But here's the thing, is if you didn't do a couple of assignments and you had, let's say, a D in class because you did some, you didn't do some, you didn't do so hot on some, and you had a D in class, and you've got 5 zeros, what happens to your point value is it drops dramatically because 0% is going to affect your overall percentage more than a 50%. So the 50% gives you the benefit of the doubt and says, okay, well, this is the bottom part of the grade. So going from, what's a passing grade? 60%, right? So going from 50% to 60%, that's doable. You can recover from that. It's really hard to recover from a 13%. So I want you guys to do the work, and I want you guys to do the learning, because that's what's important to me as teacher. So what that means additionally is anything that you received a 50% on, and you can look in SIS. So you'll see like how many points it's worth, and you got a 50%, or maybe a little under because there's some numbers like 25, and I wasn't going to give you 12.5 because that's a pain. So you got like 12 out of 25 or something like that. Anything that's in there as half points, you can resubmit and you can get full points for it, possibly. And that way you can up your grade. Okay? Also due November 10th. So what that means is you can still improve your grades. The way to do that is to get everything done and turned in by November 10th. Okay, November 10th is the key day. Okay, so that's any makeup work that's 50% or below, and anything that that you might have received a 0 on. Now, the other thing is pay attention to SIS, not to Classroom. Classroom has your assignments, so it'll tell you what you've turned in and what you haven't. Some of those assignments I count, and some of them I don't. Some of them are kind of like practice when if you're on a team and you practice, well, the practice doesn't count towards your final grade, but it helps you get better at a sport or something like that. But it doesn't count like if you make baskets in a basketball practice. Those don't go towards the game, but it helps you get better at playing the game. So sometimes homework gets counted and sometimes it doesn't. But you have to do it because sometimes it's a completion grade, and sometimes I just kind of go, all right, 10 points or whatever. Okay? So what I need you to do is I need you to make up all of those points that you got half points for, if you want to, by November 10th. Okay? Now close it out after that. No more late work. Okay? I'll accept late work after, for the last triad. Now, some of you contact me and say, hey, can I take this? I missed this a little bit. Or you might say, ooh, I totally forgot about that. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Can I hand that in late? I had a student contact me yesterday and just said, I just need a couple more days. If that applies to you, let me know. I'm going to be understanding about that. I know stuff comes up. I know that, like, you got to help your siblings or you got to help your mom or you just missed a day or stuff happens. Life happens. But if you do not contact me, I'm not going to know. So just contact me. No big deal. Email or send me a Google Hangout. Keep in mind that I'm not going to be able to answer your Google Hangouts during the school day except for between 10:30 and 12:30 because third hour is technically when I miss or I meet with you guys. Then fourth hour, which is 11:30 to 12:30, is my lunch, and then I have a prep period from 2:30 to 3:30. Okay, so you guys can reach me 10:30 to 12:30 or 2:30 to 3:30. The rest of the time I'm teaching my classes. Okay, because I don't have fully remote classes. I'm doing both. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, I don't answer Google Hangouts after school. Like after about 4 o'clock, I don't check them. My notifications are turned off. If you try to contact me and you're one of those people who sleeps in and do your work at night, I get that too. I'm not going to know about it until the morning. Okay, so you got to get your butt up and you got to ask me that question if you want it answered, or you're going to have to wait till the next day. Also, emails. A lot of you guys I know are on this cattywampus schedule where, like I said, you sleep during the day and you work at night. Whether it's work or if it's working in a classwork or whatever it is. So like some of you don't get up until like noon or 1 or whatever, and I get that because that's kind of how I am in the summertime. So what you'll do is you'll start your work at like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Well, I'm done answering emails at that time, okay? Because I have to turn my work day off because I get to school at 7 a.m. So I don't want to be working 18-hour days. And, kind of, it's not fair that you get to sleep in, but I have to wake up and then I'm expected to, answer those questions. So up until about 7 o'clock, I can answer your emails. After that, don't expect a response, okay? You'll get a response, but you won't get a response until the next day. Okay? So make sure you're doing all of your stuff during those windows of time. Okay? November 10th is a key date. All makeup work, half point work. And then don't send me a Google Hangout after 4. And don't email me after 7 if you want an immediate response. Okay? I think that's everything. Sometimes you get lucky and I'm still on or my notifications are turned on or, I might notice it and I'll respond. But most often I'm not going to. Okay? So I hope you guys get that and understand why I have to do that just for my own sanity. Okay? So check your grades. Everything should be updated except for the editing worksheet, which is due today. Okay? Next week we're going to start writing the college essay. So I want you to be thinking about all those brainstorms you guys have been doing and kind of look at, what are some themes that are emerging, similar things that you have in all of them. Okay? Because we're going to be using that next week. All right? So I think that's it. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Be safe and make good choices, okay? All right. Bye.